Welcome back to Gopher Football with Jerry Kill. I'm your host, Natalie Nias. The Gophers are 4-0 and preparing for a Big Ten battle. The Iowa Hawkeyes will come to TCF Bank Stadium this weekend in possession of the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. To find out what the Gophers need to do to keep the pig in Minnesota, Mike Max is in the Hall of Fame room with Coach Kill.
Thanks, Natalie. It is Iowa. It's 2:30 on a September afternoon. Outdoor football to open the Big Ten. Weather forecast is good. Doesn't get much better than that. Last year you went into Iowa. You were 4-0. They beat you and beat you soundly in Iowa City. Is there a difference this year, other than it being at one place or another? Is the preparation the same? Do you see a similar Iowa team, and is it a similar Minnesota team?
Yeah, I think that, I think probably both teams are different. I would tell you that each year is different with a team. And I will tell you my assessment, they beat us like a drum last year, and they're a better team than they were a year ago. And they've got a lot of returning starters. They play with great technique. They're a physical group, playing. They're sound. They always have been. He's a heck of a football coach. And then I think we're a different football team, and a much different philosophy. I think we know who we are and what we need to do. And I said, I think the biggest thing is that, we're playing at home. That's a tough place to play. I really feel like, without saying a word, is that I think our fans will come out and we'll play a 2:30 game. Gives them a little extra time to have a little bit of fun and load that stadium up and be a difference. Because when we played them here and was fortunate enough to win, our fans were the difference.
There was a big factor that day at the end of the year, and it was a big win for your program at the time.
It was, and our fans were the difference. They had the ball and had a chance to go score, and our fans were so loud they couldn't get audibles or checks, and so we need that on Saturday. That's called home field, so we need our fans.
We saw Mark Weissman a little bit earlier in the film session, Iowa's running back who did well against you last year, as we alluded to earlier. But it's power football, isn't it? I mean, this is Big Ten football. This is what you kind of signed up for, isn't it? Is your power football against their power football?
Yeah, it's two teams that are very similar. I mean, similar philosophies and what they do. There's been some changes in the Big Ten where you're seeing more spread and stuff like that. But the Iowas and the Wisconsins and Minnesota are still the same. We're up in North Country, and you got to be able to run a football. And I think we all have that philosophy, and that back is big, strong, but people don't realize how good a vision he has. And that's the key to being a good running back, is having great vision, and then they execute. They know who they are. They know what they want to do. They don't try to trick you. They try to out-execute you and out-fundamental you. And I know they do a great job coaching and teaching, because before I got this job, I've seen their practices and so forth, and they've got great teachers as coaches. So we'll have to, it's going to be two teams. Who's going to do the best fundamentally? Who's not going to turn it over? We turned it over 4 or 5 times. We do that, we'll get blown out.
Yeah.
You just can't do
that.
Yeah,
last year was over before it got started.
Yeah, you can't turn the ball over. You can't have dumb penalties. We have to have the same formula that we've had the first 4 games, and we have to do that. On Saturday for us to have a chance to win.
How much fun is it as a coach, though, because you've been doing this long enough to recognize the moments? How much fun is it when you get a week like this, when it's 4-0 against 4-0 at home, great atmosphere coming up? People are talking about the Gophers. You've captured Minnesota. You've got their attention again. How much flat-out fun is it to be a part of a week like this?
Well, it beats alternative being 0-4 and going into a game.
I'm wondering what's next,
And what's happening. But I think that life's about moments, and life's very short and it's full of challenges. So I think every time you have an opportunity to do what you love to do, and it'd be on the big stage, and it's one of the best rivalries all of college football, and you got people excited. I mean, that's why you wake up in the mornings for the moments, because life's short. So I've told our kids the biggest thing they need to do is just prepare and stay level-headed and save all that energy for Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, good luck with it.
Thank
We're looking
you.
forward to it. The Gophers in Iowa for the Pig, 2:30 kickoff at TCF Bank Stadium this Saturday.
That will do it for this week's edition of Gopher Football with Jerry Kill. Be sure to check out gophersports.com for updates all week on the Golden Gophers. For Mike Max and Jerry Kill, I'm Natalie Nias. Thanks for joining us right here on Gopher Football with Jerry Kill.